Hello, welcome to another video. We hope you guys are having a wonderful day and we hope you had a very Merry Christmas. My name is Lindsay and this is Jeff. If you guys don't know, we are an age gap couple. He is 38 years older than me. We have officially been successfully married for a little over a year now. So what is today's video about?
It's the Christmas season and we're going to talk about the importance of adventures. Now, when you think of Christmas, a lot of times it's centered around traditions, and it is also centered around spending a lot of money. And you can do that. Traditions are important. Gift giving is one of the 5 love languages. Lindsay and I, however, are really leaning into the importance of finding new and different adventures to go on. So, for example,
we went and got the special candy canes at Disneyland. And in order to get those, you have to get up at the time you would for rope drop. So you have to get to the park around 7:20-ish, what would you say? And instead of rushing to the front of whatever rope you're going to stand in front of so that you could rush to Space Mountain or Fantasyland, we went straight into Candy Palace. And once we got into Candy Palace, we stood in a line that stretched all the way through and around Candy Palace and then even into Coke Corner, all to get candy canes.
So get this. They've been making those candy canes at Disneyland since 1968. Lindsay and I have been to the park hundreds, if not thousands of times. We have never gotten one of the famous Disneyland candy canes. And here's part of the reason why. The whole point of getting up early, the whole point of being at the park for rope drop is so you don't stand in the line. Why in the world would we want to get up early and go to Disneyland just to stand in line for a candy cane? And after all,
how good could a candy cane really be?
Well, the answer is pretty freaking awesome. And not just the candy cane itself, but the experience and the adventure of getting the candy cane. So again, you get up early, you show up at the park before it actually opens. Everyone else is headed for rope drop. You're headed over to the Candy Palace. And that was just amazing. In fact, we stood in a relatively long line waiting for our turn to purchase these famous candy canes. We saw parts of the Candy Palace and parts of Coke Corner that we had never, ever noticed before. And that's the point of the adventure. Get out of your comfort zone. Do things that you've never done before. Think about the rest of this Christmas season. Where can you go? What can you do that you and your partner have never done before?
Yeah, and so the temptation that morning, given that the night before was a pretty late night, would have been to just say, let's just sleep in. Let's hang around the hotel in the morning and we'll see how we're feeling around 9, 10, and maybe we'll hop into the park. And if we had done that, maybe it would feel okay in the moment, but it would leave us feeling a little bit empty because we didn't get our candy canes. We didn't get to share that experience together.
Yeah, and traditions feel safe because they're familiar. What you may not realize is your brain and your relationship craves novelty. So try to find one thing between now and the start of the year that you and your partner can do that's new, that's different. Doesn't have to be expensive as long as it feels like a brand new experience. And again, creates that sense of adventure. And speaking of adventure,
we are going to Logan's Candies in Ontario, California. And it's been around since
1933, longer than I've been around.
We don't like driving to Ontario. Maybe I'm projecting. I don't like driving to Ontario.
I don't like driving to Ontario. It's only like a dozen miles, but the traffic's always pretty horrific.
Yeah, it's just not a fun drive. It's not particularly pretty. It just kind of drains me to come to Ontario. But we're going out of our comfort zone. We're going to this little candy place, all because we got the candy canes at Disneyland. And it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so again, your brain and your relationship craves novelty. Find something new, find something different, whether it's a candy cane at Disneyland, a candy store in Ontario, or even a trip down to the Festival of Lights. Lindsay and I love Christmas lights. Last night we were driving around in the neighborhood looking for houses that were really decorated for the holidays. Stumbled upon the Festival of Lights in downtown Riverside, which is a huge deal. It's such a huge deal that guess what? There's tons of traffic. There's tons of people. It's hard to find a place to park, and that's okay because we're going to head there another adventure, something new, something exciting.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, we hope you had an awesome Christmas, happy holidays, and get out of your comfort zone with your partner. Subscribe, like this video, have a wonderful day.
And do us a favor, share in the comments below the adventure, the new experience that you and your partner had this holiday season.
Yes, and the video that's up on the screen right now, YouTube thinks you're gonna like it, so click it and watch it. Bye-bye.